The next two, actually, the next one is a fellow crane ranger, and I'm going to ask Chris Becker to come up here from representing the crane guys, the old crane guys. But unfortunately, Bill Schneider is not here this evening, but we're going to recognize Bill anyway, and we're going to tape it and we're going to send it to Bill. So with Bill not being here and me being a fellow crane ranger, I'm going to be a stand-in for Bill.
So in case you don't know Bill, I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. He's president of Cisco Material Handling from Hillsborough, New Jersey, representing the best industry group, the overhead lifting, CMAA.
Looking good, Bill.
It's a tight group. He's a third generation family owned business that he has, Cisco, servicing and building overhead cranes. Bill joined CMA in 2001, so he's been actively involved in MHI for quite a while. He's currently an executive member in CMA and actively involved in the organization, participating in spec development for many years. I met Bill during our first visit in 2007 when I joined, and immediately there was a connection. We quickly formed a relationship based on our working experience. Some of the mutual things that we had in common, we were executives from a family-owned business, similar business offerings and organizations and strategies, about the same size of organization, and both had involvement in our companies, our parents' organization from a young age. Both shared a passion for overhead lifting, which he conveyed in every meeting, contributed, gave thoughtful insight. So he was a really good mentor for me when I came on into the CMAA organization. Right, Bill?
Yes. That's great, Chris.
We also share a love of espresso martinis, which we shared on many occasions after the meetings, and also had a shared experience of playing collegiate soccer. Not. So, no, but Bill was a collegiate athlete, so it was kind of neat to pick his brain on that as well. But we often disagreed on his misguided love for the Detroit Red Wings. Sitting here was kind of fortuitous that you're sitting here. I don't know how a New Jersey native could root for the Detroit Red Wings. I mean, come on. We eventually grew to become great friends. Always took the opportunity to play local golf courses and snuck out when we could after meetings to take in the local golf course with some fellow CMA members, which always elicits great memories. So really good time. Bill was elected VP of CMAA in 2015 and stayed in that role through 2016, and then president in 2017 and 18. Under his strong leadership, the organization structure was reshaped by adjusting membership classes, the committee delegate requirements, in addition to numerous bylaw revisions. CMAA at that time was undergoing a big transition, adding new membership classes, experienced huge growth. At that time, I think it was the largest industry group in MHI. So his steady leadership and guidance really gave stability to the organization during a big transition period. So I want to thank you, Bill, for that. That was great. So I got to work with him when I was CMA president. He was my vice president. So we were wingmen. We were actually, Crockett in tubs. So I was hoping he was going to dress up accordingly, but that would have been fitting today. Bill has had a lasting impact on MHI even prior to joining the Roundtable. At that time, I said there was a lot of transition within CMAA. He was involved in vetting and contracting Jason Schenker to provide economic forecasting and data statistical analytics with the exodus and retirement of Hal Vandiver. So we had the pleasure or the misfortune, however you say, of we introduced Jason into the MHI organization. So, a decade plus later, it's still a lasting relationship. So Bill joined the Roundtable in 2019 and became a vocal contributor to the group, always offering constructive feedback and thought-provoking challenges. Bill, we thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Always willing to discuss business. He was always, even after meetings and the discussion of the day, he was always at night diving into, well, what if? And why are we doing this? And how can we do this better? So his mind was always constantly engaged. So I really admired that about you, Bill.
Thank you.
We appreciate your input and contributions to the success of MHI. Only wish that you could have been here today, which you are in spirit, and in person with Kim to accept our gratitude and well-deserved recognition. Thanks, Bill.